I am sure that most of your parents told you not to lie when you were younger. While it is generally regarded as good advice, and I certainly agree with that, people rarely explain why it is good not to lie or engage in false speech. Let us change that today and go through the pros and cons of lying. But first, how is lying even defined? Well, it includes many more things than most people would assume. First, the obvious lie to get something or to avoid something in the short run. Second, the hidden lie, or not telling something to someone you should tell them. And what are typical examples of those things? Well, those are exaggerations or excuses or attempts at deceptions, bluffs, downplaying, and government propaganda, scams, false advertising, or even withholding information. There are many instances of lying that should be avoided. But what are the negative consequences? This might be the much more interesting part to many people. Well, the obvious consequences would be those of the law. If you lie before court or break a contract, you will be punished for it by the law, which is a very obvious form of lying and punishment. Next, a bad reputation is spread about you. It will thus be much harder to make friends or good business with good people. Furthermore, those people who lied usually have a grudge, usually have a grudge against you and want to seek revenge for it. Thus, you have to be in constant fear of people wanting bad things to happen to you. Also, a person that lies frequently has to remember everything they said and thus clogs his mind if he wants to hide the, lies he told. And this leads to a severe drop in mental capacity over a long period of time, since that person has to remember more and more things if he or she wants to hide their lies. And people that lie expect others to lie too, and are thus often stressed, since they always suspect something bad to happen. In essence, lies are shortcuts. People that seek shortcuts in one area of their lives are prone to shortcuts everywhere. And this is the opposite of a success mindset. For success to manifest itself, you obviously have to put in the work. There's no way around it. And the more people are liars, the more negative does a society as a whole become. After all, a society is just the sum of its individuals. And the only real positive things about lies is that they can save you some, discomfort or work in the very short term. You can avoid a confrontation with someone else if you just lie, for example. And you can get maybe a good job for a short time if you tell lies on your resume, for example. But those things usually come out quite fast, and you might even lose your job afterwards, because no one really likes lies. Okay, but let us now come to the most important point. Lies have mainly bad long-term consequences for oneself and others. The only upside is that you can delay work for a while. In the end, people usually find out and find ways to punish you. Apart from that, one lie negates about 7 truths, as an old saying goes. And it is harder to make friends and business with others. And you have to remember that lies clog your mind, since you have to be constantly aware of the things you said in the past. And people are very reluctant in trusting or making business with a liar again. Do yourself a favor and lie as little as possible and really make an effort not to engage in lies. Okay, and that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave it a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure to hit the bell icon. Okay, but if you feel like I missed something, feel free to let me know in the comment section so that other people can benefit from your wisdom and I am able to correct my mistakes. But until then, I wish you a pleasant day and goodbye.